This is not a funny story. The man or woman you like deeply is fighting for his or her existence. All of us. Angel says, this is a totally vital message for you today. Do not ignore it. Do no longer take this gently. Do no longer scroll past it as though it's far like everything else. This is distinct. That is urgent. This is divine. This is supposed for you in this very moment, and you need to examine every word. Even if your palms tremble. Even in case your heart races. Even in case you feel like searching away. You're supposed to hear this now. This is not a funny story. The man or woman you adore deeply is combating for his or her life. Absolutely everyone except you is aware of that closing night they were crying out for assist. You were on their lips. Your call became whispered via trembling lips whilst tears soaked the cloth of their pillow. But, you didn't understand. You had no concept. However, heaven did. And now heaven has sent this message to you. It's now not an accident. Open your eyes. Be cautious. Be alert. A soul is accomplishing out to you through those words. There may be something you want to understand. There may be something you have to no longer leave out. Ultimate night became now not just any other night. Something happened whilst you have been dozing. A door opened in the spirit. A veil changed into lifted. And even as the sector slept in silence, a person was trembling. A person became remembering the whole thing you ever said. A person changed into fighting through a hurricane of silence just to keep directly to a tiny thread of desire. That thread become you. They love you more than you may ever recognize. However, they were quiet. They had been silenced with the aid of something unseen. Something that has tried to whisper lies into their spirit and thieve their peace. They remember your laughter. They recollect the sound of your voice, the warm temperature of your presence, the way your eyes once looked at them like they mattered, like they had been secure, like they could breathe once more. However, something changed. Or a person changed something. And ever considering that then, they had been preventing to get returned to that area. That vicinity wherein you adore them surely, without interruption, without hesitation. They have been kneeling in mystery places, praying which you could feel it. Praying that you would open your coronary heart just one greater time. This is not random. This message is for you. Don't appearance away. Someone you adore deeply is combating for their life. No longer with their frame, however, with their soul. With their coronary heart. With the entirety that still recalls how a lot you intended to them. You have no concept how close they were to giving up final night time. And yet, they hung on. For you. Due to the fact they consider in something you once stated. Something small. Perhaps you forgot it? But they failed to. They carved it into their reminiscence, and closing night time, after they have been alone, they reached for it. They whispered your name. They stated, God, in the event that they nevertheless care, deliver me a sign. Give me something. And that is it. This message is the solution to that desperate prayer. The room they have been in last night changed into packed with silence, but their soul becomes screaming. Not an unmarried soul came to consolation them. No longer one friend, now not one name, now not one open door. Simply reminiscences. Just shadows. Simply the pain of wanting to know if you nonetheless care. This is not approximately blame. This isn't about guilt. That is approximately timing. Divine timing. Due to the fact right now, as you read this, they're nonetheless protecting on. Slightly. And you've got a thread to expose them that love in no way left. There is someone who has spoken lies approximately you to them. A person who knew how close the two of you were. Someone who could not undergo to peer you both upward push collectively. They inserted confusion. They sowed mistrust. They performed with perceptions and twisted your actions. And whilst you were just trying to survive, someone else became running beyond regular time to make this person accept as true with that you were never authentic, which you never cared, that you moved on. But God noticed the whole lot, each tear, each lie, each fake communique behind closed doors. Open your heart. Because the fact is louder than their silence. You failed to lose them. They had been taken out of your spirit for a moment. Separated by using something that failed to belong. But the bond wasn't damaged. It turned into buried underneath confusion and silence. And now it is time to dig it up. It's time to restore what heaven by no means let die. This connection isn't of this world. It's miles sacred. It's far religious. It is written. The stars have wept over the separation. The wind has whispered their call into your desires. You've felt it. You've recognized something was incorrect. You just did not have the readability. Till now. Listen closely. Angel says you have been in no way forgotten. Neither had been they. Both of you have cried. Both of you've got puzzled. Both of you've got felt the edge of betrayal and silence. But there may be greater happening backstage than you realize. The one who tried to twist your photo. Heaven is dealing with them now. The lies are unraveling. The confusion is crumbling. The wall is breaking. And shortly, the voice of reality will upward push again. You are being placed not to combat, however, to like once more. To stand inside the gap. To maintain what is still holy. They're no longer gone. They're not lost. They're still right there inside the spirit. Awaiting your soul to attain out once more. And the instant you do, even inside the smallest manner, it's going to alternate the whole lot. You do not ought to chase. You don't ought to beg. Simply open your spirit, simply whisper something sincere. Say their name to the wind. Speak truth into the silence. Say, I still trust in you. And heaven will carry it like hearth via the clouds and into their coronary heart. You'll be amazed at what one open coronary heart can do. There is a moment coming, soon, in which they'll be located in front of you once more. And everything you notion turned into misplaced may be restored. But you have to be prepared. You ought to be conscious. Due to the fact if you miss the signs, you would possibly miss the instant. And this second has been orchestrated in the moment. And this second has been orchestrated through many tears. Don't let confusion win. Don't permit silence have the closing phrase. Proper now, they may be still crying. They may be nonetheless hoping. However, the desire is flickering. It is thin. And this message is their final whisper to you, although they do not know they ship it. But their soul did. Their soul cried out to heaven. And heaven spoke back by way of handing over this message instantly for your heart. That is your second. To sense once more. To accept as true with once more. To take into account what it's supposed to be chosen. To be cherished without explanation. To love without conditions. Recall their laughter. Remember their kindness. Recollect the way they used to study you whilst the world changed into heavy, but you made them forget about all of it. Do not forget how they used to mention your name, adore it changed into the best element they used to say. That mattered. That wasn't an overall performance. That was actual. That became sacred. Don't lose that. Do not let silence have the very last word. Don't let someone else's lies dictate your destiny. You're being called higher. Called again to an area wherein reality reigns and love is pure. Do not allow worry postpone you. This isn't always approximately pride. That is about motive. And you are nonetheless a part of their motive, whether or not you apprehend it or no longer. The signs had been there. You have visible their name all of sudden. Heard a music that reminded you of them. Felt a surprising wave of emotion that had no rationalization. That wasn't twist of fate. That was their soul accomplishing out. That changed into the divine trying to shake you unsleeping. And now this message is the very last echo of that name. Remaining night, they knelt down and stated your name. They said, if they still love me, allow them to recognize I'm no longer okay. And now? Now you've seen. Now it is to your hands. You do not must repair the whole lot. You don't have to provide an explanation for everything. You simply need to open your spirit. Just talk fact. Simply love again, gently, merely, certainly. It's all. The relaxation will spread in divine order. A person you adore deeply continues to be alive internal, still protecting onto something invisible but effective. Do not let the silence end up everlasting. Don't let the reminiscence fade whilst the soul remains alive. Pick out to agree with in what turned into real. Pick out to believe inside the connection that in no way without a doubt left. Because they're nevertheless there. Nevertheless preventing. Still hoping. Nevertheless praying that someday you'll understand just how a lot you suppose to them. And nonetheless do. Do not walk far from this message. Don't deal with it as ordinary. Because it's far sacred. And it's far yours. Allow it attain into your coronary heart. Allow it break the silence. Let it heal what turned into never imagined to be damaged. My loved baby, I come to you with a message of extreme significance, one that weighs closely upon my coronary heart. This isn't a jest, nor a count number to be taken gently. The person whom you hold expensive, the only who occupies an enormous place on your heart, is presently dealing with a profound mission. Their properly being is at stake, and they are in a critical condition. What makes this situation even greater urgent is that the ones around you are aware about the gravity of the situations, but you continue to be uninformed. It's far imperative that you understand the seriousness of this moment. And the function you are known as to play. Existence is a sensitive and valuable present, one which can trade within the blink of a watch. The man or woman you cherish is now in a struggle that examines the very essence in their being. Whilst others have been made aware of the activities that transpired closing night time, you have been shielded from this expertise till now. I'm revealing this to you because your presence, your aid, and your prayers are critical in this hour of need. In instances of such trials, it is herbal to sense a whirlwind of emotions, confusion, worry, sorrow, or even disbelief. You may query why you had been no longer informed in advance, why this is happening, or how you may make a difference. Know that these emotions are legitimate, and I am right here to walk with you through each one. My love for you and for the one you preserve expensive is unwavering, and I'm ever present, providing energy and solace. Now, greater than ever, the one you love needs the consolation of your presence. They want to recognize that they are now not alone on this adventure, which you stand beside them with unwavering help. Your phrases, your touch, and even your silent companionship can provide immeasurable comfort. Recall, it isn't constantly approximately having the right words to mention, but about being there, completely gift, imparting a listening ear and a compassionate coronary heart. Prayer is a powerful tool that bridges the gap among the earthly and the divine. Elevate up the one you love in prayer, and trusting them into my care. Ask for restoration, for peace, and for strength to endure the challenges in advance. As you pray, additionally are searching for comfort for yourself, for I'm right here to uphold you as you guide them. Collectively, through faith and perseverance, you can navigate this tough direction. Lean on the network round you. Proportion your burdens with relied on friends and own family members. Permit them to aid you, to wish with you, and to offer practical assistance. Don't forget, you aren't supposed to hold this weight alone. As you return together in solidarity, my presence is magnified, and collective power is observed. Within the midst of uncertainty, maintain on to hope. Even when the final results is uncertain, agree with that I am working all matters for right. My plans are better than yours, and even though you could no longer understand the motives now, have faith that there's a reason past what you can see. Wish anchors the soul, maintaining it steadfast amidst the storms of existence. Take care of yourself at some stage in this time. It is straightforward to turn out to be fed on through fear and overlook your own nicely being. Make sure which you are resting, ingesting, and locating moments of peace. By way of keeping your personal health, you are higher equipped to aid the one you love and face the demanding situations beforehand. Reflect on the moments you have shared with the one you love. Cherish the reminiscences, the laughter, or even the pains which have bolstered your bond. These reflections can serve as a source of comfort and a reminder of the intensity of your connection. Be open to in search of guidance and recommend. Whether or not via non-secular advisors, counselors, or help groups, permit others to pour into your expertise and encouragement. There's strength in search of assist, and it does now not diminish your religion or resilience. Take into account, my baby, that love is the best gift you can offer. Permit your actions be stimulated by using proper compassion and selflessness. In doing so, you replicate my love and bring mild into the darkest of conditions. As you walk this route, realize that I'm with you each step of the manner. You're never on my own. Draw near to me, and I'm able to provide the peace that surpasses all know-how. Agree within my plan, lean on my power, and rest in my love. Angel says, this isn't a funny story. The individual you adore deeply is preventing for his or her existence. And all people, sure, absolutely everyone, is aware of what befell closing night except you. Even as you have been praying, whilst you have been resting, even as you had been truly seeking to breathe via the weight of your very own emotions, something came about that might shake you on your core if you knew it completely. Remaining nighttime, underneath the veil of the moon, whilst the sector was quiet and your soul became aching for something it could not call, a person cried out your call in silence, someone who consists of you of their coronary heart, someone who has been keeping on for so long simply to look you again, just to be close to you, simply to say one more component to you. And yet, they're on the threshold, struggling with something you can't see. You do not comprehend how an awful lot they've been enduring. They have not instructed you due to the fact they did not need to worry you. But I noticed it. I watched as they sat on my own in their mind, praying for power, praying for you, praying that by hook or by crook, something could shift. They've carried pain of their silence. They have got walked via fireplace just to guard your name. They have defended you in locations you may never be invited. They have cried for you when no person else observed. And last night time, they almost gave up. But something divine, stopped them. A whisper. A breath. A touch of mild that reminded them they're nevertheless cherished. That whisper changed into me. God could be with you. Relaxation assured. Not anything will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to believe God and pray to Him. However, I need you to listen now. I need you to prevent ignoring what your coronary heart has been attempting to mention. You felt it, haven't you, that strange pull to your spirit, that invisible pain while you think of them, that sudden rush of emotion that makes no feel. It's no longer creativeness. It truly is connection. That spiritual truth transferring through your bones. I've been stirring your coronary heart for a reason. I want you to reach out. I want you to say something. Do not look forward to them to confess the intensity in their typhoon. Don't wait till it's too late to provide the consolation handiest you may deliver. They need you presently. There are stuff you don't know. There are tears they've shed alone. Tears for you. Phrases spoken within the dark, begging me to preserve you safe, even when they couldn't be near you. They have got made sacrifices you will in no way hear about. They have got selected silence over bitterness, love over resentment, hope over giving up. And final night, the weight became unbearable. I watched as they seemed up to the heavens and whispered, God, in the event that they handiest knew, and I do. I understand. It truly is why I'm telling you. This message is for you. You've got been so focused in your personal ache, your very own battles, your own confusion, and this is okay. You have been via an awful lot, and I've never judged your tears. But I'm calling your attention now due to the fact their time is fragile, and your presence can be the very miracle I have been trying to deliver via you. Don't silence your spirit. Don't permit pride, worry, or uncertainty maintain you from doing what I am setting on your coronary heart proper now. Act in love. Move with grace. Speak with kindness. And if all you could say is, I am here. A good way to be sufficient. You're safe. I have wrapped my presence around you. Want a shield of peace. You just ought to accept as true with me and pray. I will manual your words. I can open their heart to acquire them. I will create the proper moment if you'll simply take the step. Time is a delicate river. It flows whether or not you're prepared or not. However, this moment, this very moment, is yours to select. Will you say something? Will you attain out that this isn't always a shaggy dog story? That the only your soul cries for is quietly fighting? That what you've got been sensing to your spirit is actual? The ache, the desires, the moments of breathless silence. All of them mean something. They're messages from heaven trying to attain you through every layer of this international. I'm able to now not forestall sending them until you listen. But I need you to pay attention now. No longer later. Not while you think it is more convenient. Now. They did not want to burden you. They didn't want to tug you into their hurricane. But you aren't a burden, and your love is not a mistake. I created this connection, and that I created it with reason. You may no longer understand the whole thing. You don't need to. You just want to behave from the location in which love begins. You want to agree with that the bond you percentage with this person isn't always every day. It's far divinely orchestrated. And that I do not make mistakes. There is nevertheless time, however the window is sensitive. That is why I'm stirring you so intensely now. Because if you hesitate, what become intended for splendor ought to develop into sorrow. And I do not want that for both of you. I need recuperation. I need reality. I need recuperation. But for that to occur, you need to pass. Despite the fact that it's only a message, a prayer, a whisper in the night time, I'm able to use it. Your prayer can move mountains. Your love can resurrect desire. Your voice may be the medicine their coronary heart needs. Trust in me and I will display you the manner. You're safe. They are no longer past desire. I have no longer left them. And I've not forgotten you. If best you knew the battles I have fought backstage just to hold you both status. If simplest you knew the angels I have dispatched to hold them when their spirit collapsed in silence. If only you knew that while the arena was asleep final night time, heaven was huge unsleeping, running to shield what I have joined. You aren't forgotten. They may be no longer abandoned. And you are the key to their step forward. This message is for you. Let love speak louder than worry. Permit your heart upward thrust above hesitation. Do now not let the lies in your thoughts outweigh the fact in your spirit. You had been made for this second. You have been born for this purpose. You are more potent than the doubts that haunt you. I located something holy in your soul, a light that cannot be extinguished. Let it burn shiny now. Let it manual you to them. That is sometime, and the one you love, the one who nearly permit go closing night, they're still protecting on. They haven't quit yet. However, they need to sense you. They need to listen from you. You don't want to restoration the entirety. Just display up together with your coronary heart open. It is all I need from you. I will do the relaxation. And when you reach out, while you finally say the component you've been too afraid to say, you will experience the heavens open. You'll feel peace wash over you. You will feel me inside the space among you and them. Because I may be there. I've continually been there. This is not a joke. It's sacred. It is divine. It's pressing. They need you now. You're secure. I am with you. Simply trust me. Pray. And I will deliver you each into a new chapter. Allow your love grow to be the miracle I have been ready to release. And do not be afraid to be the answer to